Hey everybody, it's Mitchell. I'm making this video because I want to state that, first I want to state that a lot of people are making videos and making comments saying that Logan Paul did 3 illegal punches, 3 illegal hits, 3 illegal strikes, which gave him the 2-point deduction. And not only are they saying that lie and pushing it as if they watched the match and evidently somebody told them that and they just took it to the head and believed it, because if they watched the match, they'd know whoever told them that was lying. But anyways, they're also saying that not only was it that he hit him 3 times and didn't get the 2-point deduction, which if that was true, then you could see how extreme that sounds, you could understand the 2-point deductions, but that's not the truth. In fact, before I get to the rest of it, they're also saying that that the 3 illegal punches, illegal strikes occurred and was the reason, or occurred after he went down and was the reason for the knockdown. Okay, first and foremost, technically there was 1.5-ish, there was only 1 illegal strike, and it wasn't to the back of the head. He was, KSI was falling to the ground. He was almost at the ground, and Logan Paul threw a kind of a little quick, but barely touched him, not strong at all, jab out and hit him in the left side of his face. It did connect, but it wasn't solid. It was just like a touch, just like a little bitty tag. I mean, a 3, 4, 5-year-old could have took that punch, ate it, and been about his merry way without any pain or anything like that. That's how unserious that punch was. But what started it off was a right uppercut by Logan Paul, which was a beautiful uppercut, which rocked KSI. And then, spur of the moment, and all boxers do this in the heat of the moment, especially in a contentious match like it was. It wasn't contentious from the standpoint of technique and technicality and boxing skill and stuff like that. It was only close because Logan Paul was being technical. He was picking and choosing his punches, while KSI was swinging like he inherited the windmill gene, or his parents are a windmill. Out of control, no technique. I mean, just all hard. That's it. No technique. No, it wasn't pretty at all. He didn't look like a boxer. Heck, he didn't even look as good as 6th graders that get in their first fight. I mean, really. But anyways, Logan Paul uppercutted him. Nice uppercut. Stunned him. He started stumbling, and Logan Paul took his left hand in his boxing glove and put it on the back of his head. He didn't hit him. He didn't squeeze, nothing like that. He just put it around the back of his head to pull and give leverage. And then he threw another quick right uppercut, which is what finished the stunning job and put KSI down. And KSI was almost all the way down. And spur of the moment, heat of the moment, let's also take into account referee hadn't jumped in or nothing. Hadn't even moved to jump in. He was being lazy. You can watch the fight for yourself. I've watched it numerous times. I've looked at the CompuBox, which, by the way, Logan Paul landed more punches and threw less punches. Logan Paul was 61 of 220. 61 landed, 2 of 220 punches thrown. And KSI landed 54 of 249. So Logan Paul had a percentage of 27.7%, round that up, 28%, and KSI had a percentage of 21. Anyways, I'm tired of hearing about this 3 illegal hits narrative. There was 1 hit that was illegal. But you also have to take into account that they were provided and given a 12-hour professional boxing license because this was their first professional bout. You also have to take into consideration that their first match was with headgear and 12-ounce boxing gloves. This match was technically a professional boxing match without headgear and 10-ounce boxing gloves, which they could have stayed with 12-ounce boxing gloves, and just the no headgear deal would make a huge difference. And matter of fact, if they had no headgear in the first fight, Logan Paul would have knocked KSI out clean, because Logan Paul started off fast and burned out, but he got some nice punches in there in the first match. But I like what Logan Paul did. He showed that he could stay under control despite all the crowd and all the hype and all the publicity and all the money, and he jabbed his face in. And these people that keep on commenting to me and saying I'm dumb and I'm lying and I'm an idiot for believing or pushing this, like I've said to y'all, and I've been nice, very nice, even though I don't want to be. But in effect, I'm trying to build up this channel. I'm not trying to lose it over petty, childish arguments that really don't mean anything. I like Logan Paul. I do have a bias when it comes to his videos and his entertainment. But when it comes to the fight itself, if I thought KSI won, I would say it. There's no advantage for me. There's nothing. Why wouldn't I? But see, that's the problem with people today. They think because you have a bias, you can't think or rationalize or be logical, or you can't use your brain objectively. I've watched the bout numerous times, over 24 times. KSI had heart. That's all he fought with. This is the same guy that was criticizing Logan Paul and telling him he didn't know nothing about boxing, but Logan Paul looked way more a boxer than KSI could ever even dream of being. So, for all those people that are going to comment and say stupid stuff and try to put me down from the stuff I say and stuff like that, first, stop before you say anything. Do some research. Do 10% of the research I've done, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But if you don't do any research and you just believe everything all these KSI, all these KSI pushers want to push, then don't even bother commenting on my stuff. Don't reply or anything like that. I'll make a follow-up video to this later. I'm at school, better go back in. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And as always, I love you. Peace.